Trigger warning to abuse and rape. Hey guys, it's Alec here. I'm back. Now, I don't know if any of you remember, well, I never told you guys actually. Last year, probably around April, maybe a little later, I got a message on Tumblr from someone saying, hey, when you followed me, I looked and I knew your face from somewhere. Some guy has you up in this blog and linked me. So I go there, and the blog is Dirty White Boy, very bad trans hate blog, and I kind of looked at it, looked at the comments, I felt like shit about myself, but I let it go, and I wanted to stop doing YouTube for a while, and then I realized I'm putting my face out on the internet. There's gonna be people who hate trans people, and they might pick me to make fun of, but I can't stop what I love doing because they make fun of me for it. And so I'm gonna do a reaction video to it. I haven't looked at it in a while, and this was posted March 4th apparently. So we're just gonna look. I don't suggest going to the blog, so I won't link you guys because it's a very hurtful blog and totally diminish everything you feel. So I don't suggest anyone goes to it. But the layout is kind of it's a 3x3 photos of 9 guys like me, and it's transitioning. Then they put everything, the age and stuff. And this was back when my channel was Alec P. They have the weirdest photo of me ever. It's really weird. Really, really weird. But let's go find the comments and see what, they put underneath all of this. So underneath it is this little message that I'm going to share with you guys. I see a daily barrage of posts, tweets, news articles, and other media coverage regarding the perpetual violence against women, gang rape, domestic abuses, stranger rape, family rape, war rape, incest, sex, slavery, sex trade, prostitution, public groups, public rubbings, oglings, hootings, workplace harassment, far too many others to list here. This has been a long war on women, but since advancements made post to the Industrial Revolution, the war has taken on unprecedented epidemic systematic proportions. The vomitous, petrified hatred for the women seems impossible to escape, and were it not for the same technological advances progressing female hatred, escape by the way of transition would only be inconceivable. What transition is now offering females go far beyond feeling uncomfortable in their bodies, promises that for a price of embracing direct violence against their female body via drugs, deforming surgeries, they can spend any future form of female violence and of oppression. They can suspend it, is what they mean. Each fresh-faced young woman you see above believes in exchange for her womanhood she will remove the male gaze and multitude oppressions and violence that goes on with that. But can a woman truly escape male violence by using male violence as a form of escape? Okay, so I have a lot to say about just this first part. First of all, the people that Dirt mentioned were young men, not young women. Second of all, it's not all the things that she listed that even made me want to transition. It was just my feelings. It was the way I felt inside. Guys can get raped too. I'm gonna throw that out there. I'm gonna be 100% honest. There was a lawyer one time I met a while ago that said, one of the weirdest cases I had was this girl pleading that her boyfriend raped her, and he was like, I'm innocent. They were sent home, and he was found dead because she killed him and raped him. And I'm just gonna be honest, oppression comes in whatever gender you are. I feel like more oppression is gonna come from being trans than from being a cis female. Let me be honest. So I don't think that this is like a cop out of being female, because obviously I feel male, I don't feel female. This is a life that I have to lead because I'm happier down this road. I feel better down this road. Then she said, but can a woman truly escape male violence by using male violence as a form of escape? I'm not trying to escape any sort of violence, and this isn't male violence. This is just transitioning, being me. She's definitely looking way too much into this. So we go down in the comments, right? And someone decided to take a very particular interest in me, So I'm going to read this quote for Kurt and stop when I have something to say. Alec is a cute 15-year-old kid, but it's almost surreal how she seems so utterly indoctrinated. I'm going to take a second to look up what indoctrinated means. Indoctrinated, to teach a person or group to accept a set of beliefs uncritically. Let's continue. Alec and gender versus sex versus sexuality. ... Before I continue, I have the little story. If you didn't watch any of my older videos, my bio teacher at one point was like, there's no difference between sex and gender in science, but, you know, psychology is science, and she totally pissed me off because she was basically saying, no, you're a fucking girl. There's no way you can be a boy kind of thing indirectly. And I got mad and I made a video about it. And that was in gender versus sex versus sexuality, I think, a little bit. And I made the video to add to the pile of those, because obviously there isn't enough if my fucking bio teacher of last year hadn't seen it. But that's besides the point. That happened so long ago. I gave up. I transitioned. She's out of my life. But the next part of the comment has to do with that. Maybe the bio teacher isn't wrong after all. I thought all my teachers were wrong too, but I grew up and I realized they weren't as dumb as I originally thought. I don't think that she's dumb in any way. I think she's just ignorant on the topic of gender versus sex versus sexuality. For almost all of my friends, I'm the first trans person they've met. I'm going to put that out there. I'm the first exposure to trans a lot of people have had at my school. So I don't expect everyone to know everything. I don't think they're dumb. I just think they're ignorant, and they just take a little bit of like, hey, this is actually what it is. So I'd appreciate if you just respected the fact that I am a boy, that I'm not trying to be something I'm not. None of my teachers are dumb. I mean, every once in a while I'll get one that just really has something stupid on stupid topics, but the subjects we're teaching, they're smart on. So when I grow up, I'm still gonna look back on it and be like, she was ignorant as fuck. Now let's continue. Where in the heck do 15-year-old girls hear about cisgender? I don't think 15-year-old girls know what the heck cisgendered is, other than what the transgender and genderqueer theorists tell them. Okay, first of all, cisgendered, I know what that is because I'm in the trans community a lot, and I find that as an easy cisgendered, it's a term made so you can't be like they're normal and they're abnormal. No, they're trans and they're cisgendered because there is no normal. And transgender and genderqueer theorists, I don't like how she worded that. This isn't just a theory. This is something that happens and has been happening to people for a long time. It's gender. It's not exactly a theory. So you can't call them theorists. I don't know who she'd be referring to. Anyway, in capitals. At this age, these teenage girls do not have critical thinking skills to know what is going on. I don't have critical thinking skills. I'm just a teenage boy, so, you know, maybe girls don't have critical thinking skills. I think you just insulted yourself at that age. I do know what's going on. I know what's been going on since I was 4, when I went up to my mom and said, I think I'm a boy born in a girl's body. This didn't just come up in my teenage years. It's just some sort of, like, rebellious thing. I felt like this for forever. Yeah, I may not have had critical thinking skills at 4, but I had an idea of what my gender is. In normal size letters. When a 15-year-old girl blurts out cisgenders as if it's something that actually exists rather than be a theory or a way of looking at the world, it's almost surreal to me. Okay, cisgender isn't a theory. It's pretty straightforward. It's sex matches your gender. So that's not a theory, that's just another word in place of normal and not normal. Obviously, this is just funny. Queer theory is just that. It's just a theory and nothing more. Queer theory. Who the fuck calls it queer theory? Like, where'd you get that? This is queer theory for you guys. What the fuck? It's theory and nothing more? Then, alright, well, I'm a theory then, but, you know, I'm gonna keep living my life. I don't care if you think it's a theory or not. But you can kind of go fuck yourself. Queer theory. This is hilarious. Going back to it, I guess it goes like this. If a 15-year-old Alec doesn't like dresses, does this automatically mean she is transgender? No, she's just a girl who doesn't like dresses. Masculinity and femininity are socially constructed words. My heart does go out to this sweet 15-year-old girl but she's been brainwashed. MTF means you feel like a woman inside, and FTM means you feel like a man inside. It's far more complicated than this. I guess she's responding to my gender versus sex versus sexuality thing, where I said I don't like dresses. I mean, there are girls who don't like dresses, but when I make a video that's mentally generalized for people of trying to get rid of their ignorance, I'm going to put things in simpler terms. Obviously, transgender is much more complicated. Essentially, at the core, yes, if you're an MTF, you feel like a woman inside. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you're an FTM, you feel like a man inside. Those are my words. She quoted me. And that's essentially at the core of it. That's pretty much essentially what trans is, and that's the easiest words to describe it to other people. In caps. Also, teenage girls really shouldn't be biting their breasts at all. It's not a good habit to get into. It's true what Alec heard about ascenders, but it's possible to get a deformed rib cage from binders too. Girls don't have to bind their breasts or get them surgically removed. Okay, I'm gonna cut her off there. Yeah, I know it's true what I heard about ace bandages. You know, they fuck up your ribs. Teenage girls shouldn't be binding their breasts. I'll agree, but I'm not a teenage girl. I'm a boy, and I do this because I'd rather take the physical pain than the mental pain, the social uncomfortableness, everything else. It's so much easier to do this for me, and it makes me happy. Obviously, you can get a deformed rib cage. It's not that hard. You just wear your binder too long, way too many times. It's kind of it. You have to just take precautions, be careful, etc., etc., etc. I'm a guy, I know what my limits are, and I already know the dangers of binding. But I do it anyway until I have top surgery. I don't have to bind or get my top surgically removed, but I want to, and that's my personal decision. And I can't go out and be seen with a chest and be called a woman when I'm not. And that's just something that you have no right to say that I shouldn't be doing something that makes me happy. Let's put it there. No, there are other alternatives besides what the transgender community has been brainwashing these kids with. In stars, I urge all girls to think for themselves and love their feminine bodies. Okay, I am thinking for myself a couple days ago. Sorry, but I forgot to tell you what this hate kind of did. At first, it really brought me down. I was really sad for a while. And over time, I just kind of forgot about it. It just kind of dropped out of my mind. And I think my mindset has gone now from someone hated on me, that sucks. You know, I've had minor hate comments on the way that I've deleted, so some of you might have seen them, some of you might have not. But realized I'm going to get criticized. Not everyone's going to enjoy my point of view or the content I bring to you here, but the people who do are the people who like my videos, who have positive comments, who have questions, who subscribe, and I love you guys a lot because you guys have motivated me to keep going. Because after a year, if I only had a couple subscribers, I would probably just stop. You guys motivate me to keep going, keep bringing you guys more content, new ideas, new points of views on certain things. And I'm not just gonna stop what I love because someone put me up on their hate blog. You know what? You might as well respond positively to it. Laugh at stupid things in there and enjoy the fact that, you know, you got noticed enough to be hated on. Like, whoa! I've gotten up from it. It was early in my YouTube, so it doesn't bring me down now, and it brings me a different viewpoint on hate now. There are people who are gonna not like my content. You know what? That's okay. So you know what I just gotta do? Gotta brush it off, throw it in the wind. It's in the past. So basically, the whole moral story of this hate thing was, at the time you get hated on, it's gonna seem bad, but later you could probably look back on it and laugh. You know what? Smiles, chins up, everything's good. Life's good. I'm a surfer, so I can do that. Yeah, life's good, bitches. Life's good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's probably a little long. I haven't even edited yet. Like, I had to stop 5 times in between to just like put them on my computer because I didn't have enough memory for all of this video. So much video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys another time.